The dream is real. Ladies and gentlemen, it is your lifestyle specialist, Kenny Burns, reporting from the loveliest place in Love Land. It's called Love Land, and I don't know where I was going with that, but somebody's on vacation and the rest of us are not. Put it a boom. Yeah, she's outside. You like that. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the episode. It's the work.
Yeah.
Building and maintaining healthy relationships. We are here for a nation. You asked and I listened. Well, Tiffany listened and we hear you. And we're going to talk about relationships today. But let's get those rounds of applause going from a beautiful panel of superheroes. First, live from somewhere in the galaxy. Put your hands together for Coco, Kendra Burns. How you doing, beautiful? You look amazing.
Thank you. I'm tan and I'm great.
Yeah, I got sat down and I saw some draws in the periphery. It wasn't draws. They were sultry swimsuits available now at the website below. Ladies and gentlemen, keep those rounds of applause going for my brother from another mother. We call him Cousin Freaky. Taylor, what's happening, Taylor?
Yes. Shout out to social.
Yeah. You saw that too? You saw it?
Yes, baby.
Yeah.
Yes.
Wiggle the shoulders. Wiggle the shake of the shoulders. Ladies and gentlemen, keep those rounds of applause going for my boo. She got a bun on top of her head with the red lips today. Her left side is her side. Give it up for Sugar. Dr. Sugar, we see you.
Hey, y'all.
Yes, beautiful indeed.
So dramatic.
Yes, it is. We are. Ladies and gentlemen, I want to introduce you to today's title one more time. It's called The Work. Building and maintaining healthy relationships. Ladies and gentlemen, I don't think people realize a lot of times the work that goes into relationships. Round of applause to anybody who ever been in one. We feel your pain and your happiness because, ladies and gentlemen, with the work, you can come out on the other side. This past weekend, I gave you a Soul Food Sunday. I did not forget you this weekend. Sorry about the week before, but I made up for it on More Life Monday. But this past weekend, Jessica was watching church in the kitchen. You want to know where I get these ideas from? It ain't just sugar. Jessica was making me them fried potatoes, and yes, I eat bacon on Sundays. All right, I like a little pork on the weekend. I'm sorry, Taylor, you didn't have to make that face. But anyway, she making my breakfast, huh?
Bacon is good for me.
It once a week, huh? Steak once a month, couple times a month. You get everything, a little bit of everything helps. Balance, you hear me? So she's making my breakfast. And I was inspired by the sermon she was listening to. Man was talking about a haystack. Haystack caught on fire. People always talking about they can't find a needle in the haystack. The stack burnt down to the ground. What was left? A purified needle. So I remixed it, did it my version. It was on my spirit. But today, my spirit leads me to you motherfuckers in dysfunctional relationships. Yep, I'm gonna start with you. Yeah, I want to start with the people in dysfunctional relationships. And I know why. Sometimes they go in the direction that they go into because the work wasn't done on yourself before you got in the relationship. Round of applause for me. Yeah. Because you got to do the work. You got to do the work. You got to do the work. Ladies and gentlemen, you got to do the work. Because if you don't do the work, you ain't get the answers. You can't get the answers if you don't do the work. It's 1 + 1 = 25. Okay, I didn't mean that. I was just playing. Ladies and gentlemen, I want to start with a list, and I want to get my amazing panel of superheroes together for their opinions with this masterful list we are about to share with the nation. Now, ladies and gentlemen, this is a list of building and maintaining healthy relationships. It's called The Work. Okay, just get ready to write you a whiteboard. I told Tiffany to get a whiteboard 22 weeks ago. She still ain't got the motherfucker. I just want to bust a gun. Sorry, Tasha Tony. That's for Tiffany because she gets on my goddamn nerves, but I love her so much. I sent her shopping on Saturday. She said, what's the budget? I said, go shopping. They ain't my woman. It's my assistant. Round of applause for me. Round of applause for me. Go shopping. Keep doing this good work. You can go shopping every week. But ladies and gentlemen, the work list. I need you to get your whiteboards ready. Get your Sharpies ready. Number 1, get to know yourself. Oh, lady, I can't tell you. Listen, I'm going 1 through 10 because, ladies and gentlemen, you got to get to know yourself. Take time to appreciate yourself and get in touch with your own emotions to be able to express yourself clearly and more effectively.
Get out of my business.
Listen, the problem we have, y'all, is that we goddamn reacting to things in these relationships and they ain't even identified within ourselves why we reacting. Ooh. Yeah, we be in our, it be because we ain't been through it. Yes, listen, I always talk about without testing, no testimony, but you ain't even tested yourself with some shit you trying with a whole nother human. You trying some shit. You be in these relationships trying some shit. Now mind you, listen, you see the smile on my face. We gonna grow together, but we also gonna learn together. Huh? And if you're not down to learn together, it's hard to grow. That there boy, girl. Huh? Huh? And I want to know how y'all feel, because I feel like this a lot of times in relationship. Even some people I posted yesterday in my stories, the last clip I posted for the episode 42 clone, Tyrone, right? I said, I'm not apologizing no more. Because to this point in my life, if I've loved you, I poured all I had into that relationship. I owe you nothing else. But I have to stop loving on you now. I'm sorry. Gotta move on. But do you think this would afford us better, long-lasting, more fulfilled relationships if we got to know ourselves first?
Absolutely. I mean, that should be the first part of the foundation of yourself anyway. And going into a relationship with someone and you don't know who you are, what are you bringing to that other person? Ooh. Everything that you're carrying along the way. Ooh. So you have to do self-work before you can do work with someone else.
Come on, come
Kendra,
on.
like, we might as well just be the end of the episode right there, because that's all that needs to be said.
Yeah.
Because if you don't do the work yourself,
you
over there, like KB said, you're going to be triggered and don't know why you triggered, because you won't do the work. I don't have very much capacity for people who choose not to do the work. I love you. But if you don't want to do the work, I cannot love you up close. I gotta love you from a distance.
Which leads me to number 2 on the work, and I'm coming to you, Teule, because you gotta put in the work. Healthy relationships are not found, but they are built. Huh? Hello? Huh? I don't want y'all to let that go over your heads. Healthy relationships are not found, they are built. You have to build this relationship. Teule, come on.
Totally agree. Like, I don't believe in soulmates. I believe in wisdom.
Ooh.
If God gives you the wisdom to, 1, know yourself, so that you can communicate your needs properly.
Ooh.
2, he gives you the wisdom to deal with other people. Can you actually deal with that individual? Because you don't fall in love with someone's potential. You're supposed to fall in love with who they are at that moment.
God damn.
Because if you fall in love with potential, what happens when they don't get there?
Ooh.
Listen.
Ooh. I got goosebumps. Pause. I didn't even mean to just let you affect me like that. Listen. That was a bar. All you motherfuckers out there talking about your soulmate because your loins was a little goddamn, loining in that moment. You thought that was loining. Yeah, the loins was loining in that moment. You thought that was your motherfucking soulmate. Take this. And I got a busted gun. I'm sorry, Tasha Tony, but you struck a nerve, because I think people always talking about my soulmate because you was in the right place with the right drink, in the right temperature, in the right cologne hit your nostril or perfume hit your nostril, and you thought that motherfucker was the one. You might have had some good sex after. Then you realize you can't talk to the motherfucker. Motherfucker ain't got nothing interesting about them but that one moment y'all had at the Soho House. I'm just saying. People be outside going fucking their whole life up. For one instance, you thought somebody was your motherfucking soulmate. Then you found out their feet stink, nigga, on accident every day. You just can't even deal with the funk that come from the end of the motherfucking bed, nigga.
Wash your feet, please. Wash your feet.
Weekly.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, number 3. Listen, number 3, set and respect boundaries. Setting boundaries is not only about what you don't want or like in your relationships, but also about letting the people around you know what you appreciate. How is somebody supposed to know if you don't tell them? Ladies and gentlemen,
I got something to say.
And we want to hear it. So
here's the deal. You can set boundaries, but what KB said, and I want to reiterate, if you don't communicate the boundaries with the people that you are setting them with, you are not doing yourself any service. It is a complete disservice to yourself and those around you. If you feel like you need to respect me, you need to respect my boundaries. Have you talked to them about your boundaries?
Yeah.
Because right now you're operating in lack because you don't want to communicate what you need, but you want to get what you need. That ain't right.
Yes.
Yeah.
Ladies and gentlemen, stop being so offended because somebody you love and respect is telling you something about yourself.
And let's also set boundaries for people outside of your relationship.
Yes.
Because people can try to insert and give their opinion, especially family members when it comes to marriage. If you ain't married, haven't been married, or your marriage lasts 6 months, shut the fuck up.
Oh, somebody chose violence. All right, we're gonna put a red pin in that one. Shut the fuck up, you bitch ass niggas. Right. Yo, listen, and I'm here to tell y'all. Y'all ready for a little story time?
Story time.
Yeah, I was in the kitchen the other night with Jessica Burns, y'all. And this is how petty shit could go all the way left. Okay? Now, I've been wanting to do some things. Now, y'all know last year was one of the best years of my life as far as trips and things of that nature. But in between those trips, one of the worst things in my life ever happened. But then my birthday came, another great moment. I had so many ups and downs last year. I figured this year, I'm not doing no more birthday parties. I'm not doing no birthday party this year, and I'm not accepting nobody to hire me to do nothing. My birthday from now on is gonna be out the country, and I'm gonna say, look, I'm going here. If y'all want to pull up. But from now on, I ain't doing no more birthday parties. Y'all heard it come on my mouth. I ain't doing no more birthday parties. Paisley Park was the last birthday party. So I'm telling Jessica the last couple months, you know, I'm a creative. So I get in my mind what I want to do, right? I want to get a house. I want to invite such and such as the rest can stay at the hotel. I'm kind of putting in my mind. Now, mind you, these are just ideas, ladies and gentlemen. This is not hard fact until I put the money down, okay? Until you put the money down, it's just idea, just conversation. But my wife ain't the type that want to hear all that shit. What we're doing, you know what I'm saying? Matter of fact, yes or no. It's not really a whole, she don't want to hear all my creative dreams all the time. Okay, well, take this, Ken. Ain't nobody ask your motherfucker. Okay, I'm telling you my story. You interrupted my story. So I'm in the kitchen. All right, and and my wife, see, the one thing, ladies, that you need to know about your man, he always listening to you. It's when he applies that you need to appreciate in that moment. In that moment, mind you, we might go through a series of emotional imbalance. We might go through a series of acting like we ain't even hear you. But when we get right and we present it, I need you to leave the old shit alone. I need you to leave all the shit that was annoying you and aggravating. Let's leave that. Let's leave that over there, because I'm here now. I'm with you. I'm present. So I came in the kitchen. I said, well, this is what we gonna do. I took your advice. We gonna bang, bang, bang. And then it was something left over. In my opinion, it was something left over from the last conversations. But I was done. I had moved on and got aligned with what she had been telling me and what we was gonna do and what we not gonna do. And she said something, I forgot what she said. I just said stop. I didn't say no other word. But stop turned into motherfucker, who the fuck and what the fuck, not her to me, but it almost was like the word stop. Me saying stop, right, was like I had like I was in that motherfucker bitch.
You might have said shut up.
No, I didn't exactly. I might as well say bitch please, like the motherfucking Crocker. Bitch please. I might as well, but I said stop. The words that came out of my mouth, the emotion, I'm gonna tell you exactly how I said it. I was like, stop. That's exactly. I dumbed it all the way down to the most non-threatening, non-fucking violent version of a word. I said, stop. And
it was still the word.
But see, this is where y'all need to communicate. Because in relationships, stop would have had some couples spiral into a fucking fight. I would not let it, and she wouldn't either. But we wouldn't just let it, because in that moment we said we had to say, because she felt offended. I said stop, because she felt like it was belittling. I said, I just said stop, and I didn't do the Kenny voice. I didn't say stop. You know, I said stop, like Michael Jackson.
In
you
your
know?
mind, you probably.
First of all, you know you didn't say stop.
No, I swear to God, listen, y'all. and I'm trying to share with y'all that I am getting out of my own way and like getting to the, cause ladies and gentlemen, when you have kids and you go through life be lifing. And I'm gonna get to them damn kids in a minute too. Got a whole nother list for you motherfuckers. But I literally am trying to be present in my choice of words. I'm trying to be present in my choice of how I react because it's me and her. The idea of empty nest is like real. Now, I don't know why I bought that house in front of my house because I guarantee one of them niggas gonna be living that motherfucker with Tiffany. But the point I'm trying to make is that you gotta be able to diffuse that shit immediately. You have to be able to get up out of that. And listen, your significant other might not want to get out of it. They might even be in their own, because people be having things. But guess what you gotta do? You gotta get to the end of it, leave it, and get the fuck away. You got to move. You got to bust a move. Now I don't know why that was on my spirit to share that with y'all, but I guarantee you, most of y'all listening to this either just went through that or about to go through that. I need you to pause. I need you to redirect. You feel me? I need you to redirect because us redirecting will save your relationship.
Okay, so it ain't just with your marriage, it's with your friendships too.
Facts.
So like if you don't like something that one of your homegirls did or one of your homeboys did, address it quickly and move forward. I had to do that recently. I'm just like, hey, I ain't like it when you didn't do this and this. I was concerned about you. You shut me down. I was trying to make sure you wasn't dead. So I'm just letting you know. Oh, you know what, friend? I was in a mood in that moment, and I apologize for that. And right now, I'm gonna make it right. Boom. Yeah. Moved on.
Yeah. No, that's the way to do it. And I think number 4 is gonna hit home. So please have your Sharpie and your whiteboard ready. Keep expectations realistic. You know who you're dealing with. Because no one can be everything we might want them to be, ladies and gentlemen. Healthy relationships mean accepting people as they are and not trying to change them. Jessica told me in the beginning of our relationship, I fell in love with what they all fall in love with. Just don't bring that shit to my house. The first learning from that, respect me. Do not put nothing in my face. Not to go do nothing, but don't be putting shit and making me feel uncomfortable. Fellas, and I'm talking to my fellas. You gotta understand the boundaries. I'm in the people business. I got people around me all the time. Jessica grew into accepting my relationships with women and how I deal with women. I'm just a lover. Like I love people, men, women. I want people to be whole. But at the end of the day, she had to grow in that. She wasn't cool with that shit at first. And she let me know, look, I'm not really cool with all that all the way. Let us get some years, 24 this October. And then, you know what I'm saying, maybe I'll be cool. But y'all gotta understand how they feeling, man. It's easy for you being in that life, that limelight, the dealing with people, that social, you know what I'm saying, thing that you in. They might not be used to that. Women, it goes for you too. Men are very, very, very jealous by nature. And it's not that we're jealous like, oh, you can't do nothing, have no life. I'm talking about secure brothers, because I know the other is there and that applies, but not here. I'm talking about secure brothers. And all we need is to know what it is. If you say what it is, we then can calm down. We then can get out of our imagination because of what we see on social and we see with our friend groups and what they be going through.
Let me tell you something. I'm not gonna comment on everything, but I gotta say this. I am a person, and I think actually all of us, this whole crew right here, we naturally attract people. Yeah. And we are natural, and this is either you get it or you don't. Fact. We naturally flirt. Yeah. Ain't nothing behind it. Yeah. We just flirty. Yeah. We just chatty. We talk to people. People are attracted to us. They think it's something. Baby, it's not. I'm just being me. I don't want you. Yeah. Your shoes dirty. Your shoes are dirty. Yeah. Okay? Yeah. So like when people don't understand that, it's a very hard hurdle to cross. But once they see it and understand it, then you're good. And that's why that communication is so important. Crucial. Because baby, if I'm with you, I want you. Yeah. And I'm not sharing you. Yeah. Okay? I don't share.
Yeah. Amen. And I tell you fellas and you ladies one thing. You keep on being insecure when there's a secure man or female around enough where your significant other starts to look and you don't force them and force their hand because you done made too many decisions based off of your emotions, not including your significant other, and now you are here. And then fuck around, Tyrone done cloned your wife. Your wife is in Tyrone. No, I'm just playing. I'm serious.
I think that's the truth. That sounds like truth to me.
No, but I feel too, y'all, like at the end of the day, and Taylor, you probably can attest to this. I used to be in the club. A little story time. You ready? Come on.
This story time.
So I used to be in these clubs, not only was the dream is real. Not only was that like one of my big joints in the club, if you love yourself, touch yourself was one of my biggest.
Ain't nothing wrong with that.
Yeah, I know, Lord Jesus. Yeah, I'm just trying to tell a story, Kendra. I know this is something. What I'm saying is, I used to be in the club, right? You be in the club, you be on the mic. If you with your best friend, point your best friend out right now. Put your camera phone on your best friend. Then you got the girls with the boot. You're doing what Sugar just did. They doing all this. If you love yourself, touch yourself. They be in that motherfucker like, you know what I'm saying? And it just be the energy of the moment. And it got to the point where, yes, it was selling sex. I was selling sex with that. I ain't gonna hold you. And I add, if you love yourself, touch yourself, just to make it seem non-sexual, but you knew what it was. If I said it, the tongues came out. If I said it, they was damn near throwing bras. I think it happened once or twice at the world famous Cop Out. The point and the motherfucking reason why I brought up the story is because at some point I had to let it go. Because to Sugar's point, you be talking that shit. And then motherfucker be thinking something is possible. And then when you go home at 2 and they outside like,
what's up? What we doing? Oh, you gonna act like that?
Then you the bad motherfucker. You the motherfucker that sold them this dream about what could happen in their mind. So you have to stop selling people on things you're not willing to give them. And there's nothing wrong with selling fantasy for a living. I did it for 7 years in the clubs when I was recreating myself at 35 years old. When I was again, like with this podcast, I'm starting over again, but I love this shit. I need this shit. But I'm saying some people might not be able to come back from that kind of stuff, ladies and gentlemen. So you gotta stop selling these wolf tickets and selling these things that ain't possible, because it puts you in harm's way too, especially if you're in a relationship. Oh, okay, you like that there. Ladies and gentlemen, number 5. And I think Taylor is gonna have a good perspective on this, because I know Coco Kendra's gonna start with it. You got to talk, but you also gotta listen. Oh yeah, you gotta say, you gotta communicate, but you also have to listen. We have a real hard time listening, especially when we believe something in our mind to be true. And we all guilty of it. But as much as your ass is talking in a relationship, you need to be listening. See, the thing I'm doing more than ever in my life, this is with all of my relationships, I'm listening more. And you know what? I'm more successful than I've ever been in my personal relationship and in my business relationships, because I'm listening. Yeah, I feel you, youngin'. You know everything because you have so much energy and you want to apply it. You want somebody to see you. We see you. But you're going to talk yourself out of some money. Yeah, you're going to talk yourself out of some money. You're going to say some shit to the wrong motherfucker that knows the truth, and more important, that can put you to work. See, that's the problem with a lot of you motherfuckers. Somebody can actually put you to work. You talk yourself out of the money because you used to doing that where you from. It flies on your block, huh? But in this situation, and all you motherfuckers want to be in love. Ooh, you kill me. I gotta bust a gun. I'm sorry, Tosh and Tony, I gotta bust a gun. All you motherfuckers that want to be in love, you have no concept of what love is. Because the work defines love. The work defines what you get from love. And the work defines who you gonna be in love. You cannot get around that. And guess what else? Love ain't roses. What's the motherfuckers? Roses really smell like boo, 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 boo.
Yeah, roses really smell like boo, boo, boo.
But listen, it ain't always sweet. And you gotta really define love. See, I told Jessica that I don't even know if I can say I love you. You know how you be like, I love you more. Like our family, biggest thing is I love you more. I don't even know if the word is love no more. We might need to create a new motherfucking love that's more realistic so people won't be disappointed when in love, man.
When you just said something about listening and talking, I mean, how many times have we heard you got 2 ears and 1 mouth for a reason?
Come on.
You gotta listen. And the thing is, it's okay to communicate what your perspective is in a relationship or in a friendship. Woo! But it's also okay to listen to how that person felt when you did something. Because everybody is not going to be right. Yeah. It's not all going to be on one side. Yeah. There's something that has offended the offender.
Yes.
Because just because you broke my heart, right? That doesn't mean I never did anything to hurt you.
Yes.
That doesn't mean that. I have to be able to listen and hear what you have to say, whether I think you BSing me or not. But I need to be able to listen to what you got to say.
Yes.
And listen slowly. Not listen to respond, but listen to comprehend what you're saying.
Come on,
because something
kids.
is affecting your heart. And that's the issue.
Yeah.
So if we're going to do this work, we're going to do it. If we're not, just leave me alone.
Yeah, and even if you don't understand the way your significant other is feeling, you have to acknowledge their feelings.
Yep.
You think because you feel so strongly about something that's the way. It is not normally the way, because you have to come to a common ground. Even if you're trying to prove a point in a relationship. Listen to this, y'all. And Taylor, I want your perspective. If you're trying to prove a point in a relationship, it's competitive. It's to see who wins. Who wins if there's no understanding between the two? I need to know. I got to know.
I mean, nobody's going to win. They got that song, right? Nobody wins when the family feuds.
Nobody wins when the family feuds.
Your mouth should be more of a massage parlor than a courtroom.
Hold on, T. Hold on. Your mouth should be what?
A massage parlor and not a courtroom.
Okay, let's hold that just for 2 seconds. Some theme song is playing right now.
Slop on my knob, like corn on the cob. Check in with me and do your job.
All right, and we're back. Back to your
visual I had.
Y'all nasty. Nasty.
But true, like if you are discussing something with your partner, you should massage the conversation, right?
Yeah.
So what I'm hearing is you say this and let them affirm that. Okay, cool. So here's what I was feeling. Does that make sense to you? That gives everybody the opportunity to say, this is how I'm feeling. How are you feeling? I'm not trying to batter you. But if that's not what I said. I said this. And it's like, okay, now we're in the courtroom and nobody's going to win. It's just a back and forth. It should never be a back and forth. Your mouth should be more of an affirmation to your part. That's love, right? I'm affirming that what you're telling me, I want to listen to, not so that I can have a rebuttal, but so that we'll never go through this again, right?
Right.
2, so that I'm acknowledging your feelings to show you that I really do love you and I want this to work.
Yeah. Affirming. You know what that leads me to? Number 6, let go of control. You controlling, manipulating, force when none is need ass motherfuckers. Please. Let go of control. A lot of life is about how we react to our experiences and encounters. Knowing that you can only really control what you do and not what anyone else does will save you time and stress. Control what? Let me ask you one thing about life, and this is for everybody on the panel. What are the best times you've ever had in your life? I can guarantee you right now, most of them was when you weren't in control, when you let go, when you just flow with the motion. When your friend said, girl, we need to, you know what I'm saying? Or Taylor, your partner was like, yo, man, we got to, you know what I mean? That we done got some shit. We done got into some shit sometime. We done went to jail, maybe.
It's fun, though.
Yeah, but you learn, listen, and you're not, and I'm going to tell y'all what, man, you trying to control someone is already demeaning your relationship. Because when you try to control someone, they don't feel necessary or complete in the relationship. Necessary meaning if you're controlling everything, their opinion doesn't matter. Hello? You know what I'm saying? And then the other piece of it is like, how am I supposed to honestly love you with my entirety if I don't trust you? Control sets the tone for that.
It does. And in a relationship, you both should have a vision of completion together.
Ooh.
Your vision in life should be togetherness when you're in marriage. So trying to have a vision for myself and my husband having a vision for himself and then trying to bring those two together, there's no way there will ever be a completion in that.
Vision of completion together. You better. TKBS Nation, it's your lifestyle specialist, Kenny Burns. And child, if you're tired of those red marks on your legs from the mosquitoes, or if ants, roaches, and flies are making you angry at the barbecue, I have the answer. It's called Stem. That's right. I think it's the best mosquito repellent out. And for those ants, roaches, and flies, Stem also has a bug killer. The plant-based active ingredients and entomologists tested make it safe to use around people and pets when used as directed. The barbecue will never be the same. Keep those mosquitoes up off them. Let's put those ants, roaches, and flies in a coffin. Stem, the new wave of mosquito and bug control. And you want to know why? Because the dream is real. Whether you're searching for the latest sneaker, that iconic handbag, a timeless watch, or your next piece of classic jewelry, eBay authenticators are there verifying every detail of your purchase. That's right. We're talking each inch, stitch, tick, facet, and clasp that make the piece you're searching for worthy of your collection. eBay's authenticators are experts in their craft. True connoisseurs. And as leaders in their fields, they're making sure your items always arrive as authentic as your style. So go ahead, get that piece you've always wanted and leave it up to the meticulous eyes of an eBay authenticator to make sure that that watch movement is original, that glimmer is real gold, that rare sneaker is legit, or that handbag is really made of genuine leather and never get faked over again. In a world full of fakes, it's time to get real with eBay Authenticity Guarantee. Everyone deserves real. Visit ebay.com for terms. I just learned Discover credit cards do something pretty awesome. At the end of your first year, they automatically double all the cash back you've earned. That's right. Everything you earn doubled. All the cash back from eating at your favorite soup dumpling restaurant doubled. All the cash back from that trip where you sort of learned to snowboard also doubled. And the best part, you don't have to do anything ridiculous to get it. Nope. Discover does it automatically. Seriously though, see terms and check it out for yourself at discover.com/match. Ladies and gentlemen, number 7, reflect constantly in your relationship and learn. Listen, reflecting, and I'm not talking about holding on to the bullshit. I'm talking about reflecting on the things that got you here. Those are the things that will sustain you and continue to propel you forward. You think reflecting on some bullshit is going to be good for your relationship? No. You're supposed to learn from those experiences. The reflection comes why I love this person, why we're in this together this long, why we, need each other. Balance, y'all. Listen, it's balancing. Nothing is perfect. You won't get mad. I swear, every time Jessica and I get into an argument, I look at her and I was like, I love you. Okay, and then she does something. I find something, and I don't care if it's the way she is always making sure the home is right, or she bought a new meaning because she bought a gold snake the other day. Child, I'm like, what is the gold snake for? Snakes are completion. I was like, wait, you just always gonna do something that's gonna remind us of the goodness. I'm serious. And I don't know if actually snakes was completion, but it was something to that point. But the point is, I go there every time I get frustrated or annoyed, or I feel like I want to book, or I want to say something. I just look around my motherfucking house. I tell y'all all the time, put things around you that remind you of great times, I walk past my, I got this thing in my room. I'm gonna take a picture of it and post it. I have this one shelf, and it's for all my awards. I don't have no Grammys and stuff, but my awards mean everything to me. So I have my awards, and then I have my father on one shelf. You know what I'm saying? It's just a thing that I walk by every day. My Uncle Oliver, my Aunt Lena, my favorite couple in the world. And this is a little shrine of I walk past it every morning. I want to say thank you. I want to see who inspired me. I want to, you know what I mean? So all the things, we have to continue to remind ourselves about these. That's the purpose of this, number 7, be reflecting. You have to reflect, but you also have to learn from the things you've done. And I just hate that we don't take advantage of that, I feel. Every day is an opportunity to reflect on your vows. If you're married, right? Every day you should be reflecting on that. Yes. If a shorty jump into my DMs, that's every day for me to be like, yo, my vow to my wife. Yeah. If you're just in a regular relationship, I don't care what it is, that's still a day to reflect. We talked about boundaries, right? Yeah. That's a time to reflect on what you said to that other person, to your commitment. We're going to change every single day. Facts. We're always going to change. And if you don't reflect on what you committed to with your partner,
I mean, it's bound to go south. So I totally agree. Reflect constantly on your relationship.
Yeah, and I want to get into number 8 because I think part of that is being flexible too. Being flexible in a relationship, y'all would do that shit at work. You do that shit with your partner. You do that shit with a stranger and you can't do it at home. It's crucial in relationships. And then also number 9, y'all, be affirming. And I want you to touch on that, Taylor, because you mentioned that and you didn't know it was number 9. But when you affirm somebody, it's completion. It's completion. It's completion of what somebody thinks about themselves or thinks about themselves in that situation. Am I right?
Absolutely. I can't speak for women, but for men, we are big on affirmation. We want to know. There was a study that money is not the main cause of divorce. It's really men feeling like they are underappreciated. I don't care if he brings in $5 or he brings in $5 million. He wants to know what I'm bringing in. Is it good for you? Affirm that, man. Hey, baby, I love the fact that you went out and you tried today. Even if you ain't getting it, I appreciate the fact that you tried. Yeah. That's going to do something to a man. We got 2 beautiful women who can talk about it on their end. But ladies, you have to affirm your man. It helps him feel like I am appreciated. Because we go out into the world and we get beat up from so many different angles. The last thing we want is to come home and it's like, well, damn, what did you make today?
Right. I want to add to that. I want to add to that before one of you beautiful queens jump in. Women, y'all don't realize the sharpness of your energy, let alone your tongue. And I want to tell specifically my black women, my black sisters in love, y'all tongues can change the world. Like the shit you present with your tongue, I don't think y'all realize at times how demeaning your energy could be. Now, men, listen, we got a lot of shit with us, but I just want to say that to my sisters because I think a lot of times y'all don't really realize, and there's a strength in the dynamic of a woman and a man in that too. It's like I want a strong woman. Everybody know Jessica Strong, child. Ain't shit getting past her. We finna have a conversation about it. But she also respects her man and she adheres to her man when it's time for him to be the man. And that's, to me, that's defining in a relationship because as soon as you emasculate a man, it's hard for him to get back psychologically. And then on the woman's side, when you do not appreciate her and her value is not honored, it's tough, y'all. It's tough.
Absolutely it is. And that's what both sexes need. A man need affirmation from what you guys just said, and no need to demasculate him either with our words.
Right.
But for a woman, even if you're making $5 or $5 million, it's not so much of the money you're bringing home. It's, are you protecting me at home? Do I feel protected? Do I feel valued, just like you said? Are you giving me what I need for me to give you what you need? We both need something.
Yes.
So we have to come to an agreement and an understanding of what our needs are and how can we meet them.
Round of applause for my sister.
I got a question.
Yes, come on.
I have a question.
Yes,
just a general question. Y'all say stuff in the comments about this, please. Why is it that these women that are so nasty to men always got a man? Always.
Yeah, that head sex game gotta be, it has to be something like that. It can't be, and I'm not being funny. Why are you shaking your head?
No, like what is it?
No, it has to be that.
I just don't understand. You talking so slick and so crazy to this man in a public forum, in private, everywhere. You in the Kroger talking crazy. Yeah. Why is he still with you?
No,
you nasty.
That's a great question.
Probably can't even cook, ugly.
Yeah. She chose violence.
Did.
I'm gonna mess y'all up with number 10. And Tiffany over there looked like the Exorcist child. She just moving her head around. It's like she got so many goddamn opinions. I can't wait for the after show tonight at 7:30. Ladies and gentlemen, number 10 is a motherfucker, and you might want to write this in red. Fight fair. Okay? Fight fair. All right? When y'all in these relationships, you're gonna get into, don't hurt yourself. I see your tail later, dream is real. Fight fair. You know more than anybody else would hurt your partner. And for you to use that against them is disgraceful. It's disgraceful. And some of y'all hit so hard below the belt that it is not ever going to work out. It is never going to work out. If you hit below the belt every time y'all get in an argument, or you remind your significant other about the most painful thing that you know is the most painful thing to them, you ain't shit. You ain't shit. You ain't shit, and you want that control we was talking about. And you just can't have that in a relationship. Now, mind y'all, I know everybody listening to this podcast right now understands the value of a partnership, whether it's a relationship with your significant other or a friend. And if you want to go through life, I think you also know that having someone, right, friend or personally significant other, you know the value in that. Stop acting like you don't need nobody. Stop acting like you complete by your motherfucking self, please. Because the thing you have to do before you leave this earth is be honest with your motherfucking self. That has nothing to do with anybody else. But the one thing you gonna do on your way to that, ladies and gentlemen, gonna take other people. There's no way you can really honestly know yourself without experience, without people. So yeah, as much as we gonna die alone, God damn it, we gonna get carried to the grave. So that was a bar. I hope it didn't go over nobody's head. But I believe the fighting fairs is so crucial to a relationship, y'all. We be trying to hurt each other for sake of hurting each other. It just be for the win. You be doing the shit for the win. It don't even be to be right. I'm gonna win. I'm gonna cut this motherfucker. Ooh, I'm gonna cut him.
I don't like that.
Yeah, it's treacherous. And the sad thing about it is, back in the day, the couples you did see make it, and the ones that got separate rooms, they been cutting each other their whole motherfucking life. And that's so dysfunctional. But that was the visual. We had a successful relationship. Fuck you, Otis. I hate your ass, Corrine. You see it. It's crazy.
I'm glad that wasn't the picture of love that I got growing up.
No, you
so
blessed.
Glad.
You are so blessed. Round of applause for your mother and father, for real. Because that black love is real. Bam, 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 bam. All right, speaking of money and marriages, ladies and gentlemen, here's the fun part of the show. I know some of y'all were touched in your souls with the last top 10, but I got 7 for you about money in marriage. All right, ladies and gentlemen, 7 tips for your healthy relationship in money and marriage. Number 1, keep a joint bank account. I know a lot of y'all don't believe in that. I know I make this amount of money. God damn it, if she gonna have that. Well, guess what? You got more together. All right. And as a matter of fact, I want to play a little clip for you. This is what I learned from the OGs, because the way I set my life up was because of couples like this. Here's a 90-year-old man getting asked a question about his wife.
She didn't mind buying what she wanted, and I didn't mind her spending the money to get it.
Period.
That's a nice sheet.
Did you guys ever split bills 50-50?
The money?
Bills. Did she ever have to pay bills?
She ain't paid 1 cent on any house bill. All the money she spends on herself.
Ooh. Amen.
Unless it's something she wanted in the house, and say, I want to buy this and that. That's kind of her too. But I'm the one going to take care of her and the house, you see.
Yep.
Did she work, or did you take care of them?
Yeah, she worked, but she spent her own money.
Right.
She didn't spend her money on the house or anything. Maybe something she wanted. Women are made to manage the home. Men are made to bring in the finances and give it to the manager, which is the wife, and trust her to do with it what she will do. That's God's design for it, and it'll go well. She needs to take care of herself, take care of her children, make sure that the house is well supplied. I'm responsible for bringing the money in, and she's responsible for using it and managing it, you see. And when she needs help, she can call on me, and I can help her. But I'd rather see my baby do it than do it myself, you see. She's always been my baby, and if anybody doesn't like it, that's just too bad.
Oops.
That's tough. What we used to say when I was young, that's tough, and I'm not going to add the other word to it.
Tough stuff.
Yeah.
Tough stuff.
Tough stuff, yeah, but let's go at that, yeah. It's the same S, but it's a different word, yeah.
Oh, man, one time for Paw, I want to hug him. And I ain't gonna lie, like, I never really had great examples of relationships in my life, but I knew when I was gonna get into when I was gonna be the provider, and she was gonna manage the home. And manage the home, let me just say something to you, boss bitches out there. I'm busting my gun too. Whoa. It's cool It's cool. Yes, please have your own. Do with yours what you will. But I will tell you, he's right. In my opinion, women are better managers than men. Men, you might have a great skill set. You might have a lot of things that are going on. You might be able to go get this money. But there ain't nobody gonna manage your money or your home at the same time like a woman. And I just want you boss bitches, I'm sorry, I gotta bust that gun one more time, Tasha, Tony. I'm sorry, I'm just in my feelings about it because I think that's why we don't have a lot of relationships. You know what I'm saying? Because people don't value their roles. It's nothing wrong with a role if you choose. And big shout to the woman who's making the money and the man that's home providing the security in the management. Okay? That exists. But for all this, I could do it better than you. I'm in constant competition. That ain't it, y'all. It ain't it.
People get too far away from respecting each other and what you're good at.
Come on.
So if this is something that comes naturally to me and you just want to control it, then that's a personal flaw. It has nothing to do with who I am and what I bring to the table.
Facts.
So like if I know I don't manage money well, I'm not gonna be the one making sure stuff get paid.
Yeah.
Like, it's okay to relinquish that control and give it to the person that's really better at it. It's not like you waiting for somebody to give you an allowance, like, here you go.
Right.
You got $5 for the week. No, like, it's not like that. Like, it's just so many people really have an issue with trust.
Yes. And how you gonna marry somebody and don't trust them? How you gonna get joint anything and don't trust them? Number 2, y'all, discuss your lifestyle choices together. Okay? Listen, I am guilty of balling, without paying attention to the budget. I am guilty. Child, look, shoot me in the pinky toe. I am guilty. But as you grow, you learn that there's a certain way you want to live your life, right? And if you're going to live that way, there are certain sacrifices you have to make. And the only way you could do that is if somebody telling you the right shit to do. I didn't get married. Let me tell you why I got married to balance all this energy out. I got married for somebody to take care of me. I got married to love somebody that I had all this love to give. You can't give all that type of love to everybody. I'm just saying that. So the one person I could give to, I wanted to do that. I got married because I wanted a family. I got married because I wanted the end game, not the in-between game. I wanted the end game. You motherfuckers out here getting married for the wrong reasons. But if you make your choices together, you're vested. If you're vested, you're responsible for. If you're responsible for, you take the good with the bad. Okay, that there, number 2. All right, all you niggas that can't count. Number 3, recognize your difference in personality. Use your skill set, huh? I'm better with people. Jessica could care less. She look at a motherfucker with a stink face. Not the stink face. She's so cute. But she give a motherfucker, huh? What? I'm like, hey, how you doing? But that's the balance. Because I can't see everybody coming the way they intending to, you know what I'm saying? I can't detect all that all the time. She sees it. She identifies. That motherfucker ain't shit. Get away from that bitch. I'm telling you right now. I'm just telling you. I'm just telling you. You gotta have a partner that see what you can't. Ladies and gentlemen, number 4.
Right.
Don't let salary differences come between you. You knew what you was getting into. If you're marrying an entrepreneur, ladies or gentlemen, you know that being an entrepreneur comes with a possibility of a couple months not having no bread. It goes up and down. Somebody gotta be the consistent something. If you're both entrepreneurs, be okay with the up and down, the ebbs and flows. Do not put yourself in a position of worrying. See, what worrying do is tear at your relationship. Let me tell all y'all, the one main motherfucking ingredient to a disaster is worrying. What the fuck you worrying about? How you gonna do this? Cause you ain't set up for that. Do not let that go over your head. How you ain't doing this, but you ain't set up for that. You didn't set up. You didn't set yourself up for success. 9 times out of 10, you ain't got no yin to your yang. 9 times out of 10, you got motherfuckers just like you, and that's not compatible.
Somebody gotta be able to give where you lack.
That's
Somebody's got to be able to turn up when you need to pull back. Somebody needs to be able to pull back when you need to turn up. Everybody can't be hype all the time.
Yeah.
Everybody can't be good at the
Facts.
same thing. Cause then what? Then what do you bring to the table? You could be by yourself.
And ladies and gentlemen, another thing you have to do, keep purchases out in the open. Y'all want to hide. That's number 5. Keep purchases out. And when you sneaking, listen, it don't make no sense. When you're sneaking, now mind you, this is somebody, when you have joint accounts, you cannot sneak because everybody know everything. That's why I have a joint account. I'm also going to say, I want X, Y, and Z. I'm getting this amount, put this towards this so that I'm saying what I want. She could be frustrated, she could be mad, but if I'm saying it, I'm also saying where the other thing is coming she might be looking for. There might be a number in savings, but I got to have this sky dweller because the sky dwellers are rare right now. They're holding value better than property. You know what I'm saying? So she might have to bite the bullet on that, especially if it's my birthday. Okay? Fellas, the whole year. No win the whole year. No win to double down on the shit you want. Ladies, no win, birthdays, holidays. You always gonna get what you want. Just make it make sense. But you gotta have those purchases out in the open. Number 6, set expectations together. Don't be dreaming. The whole conversation I shared with y'all earlier. I had this grand idea. I want to take care of all these motherfuckers, put them in the house. She like, no, let's do a hotel. If they want to come, they get their own motherfucking hotel. Let's set the expectation. Because guess what? Now I ain't spending that money on that house for the week. I can go buy me another watch. Come on, Logic. Come on, Logic. Number 7, ladies and gentlemen, this is the number 1 thing when I tell you about money and marriage. Listen to the words that's coming out of my mouth. Don't let them motherfucking kids run the show. Do not let them motherfucking kids run your life. Ladies and gentlemen, AAU, school, clothes, and it don't stop. I'm here to tell you, 19 and 22. Kyle Burns is 19. It ain't stopping. It's intensifying. Kenneth Burns, 22 years old, about to be 23. It's not stopping. Don't let them motherfucking kids run your life. Do not. Listen, you get caught up in the motherfucking hurricane. I'm in the hurricane and can't nobody save me because I did it to myself. You do it to yourself. Then one day you gotta make a hard decision. Be like, no, it's over. And then what? Your kid done robbed the bank. Now you goddamn go to jail. Listen, because you know, motherfucker, I'm just playing. Please don't do that to none of my babies or none of my babies' babies, please. But the point of the story, you can't let them kids run y'all. There has to be some balance. There has to be some doing without, some motherfucking sacrificing, some something. Because today, the way these kids are set up, they're going to be on your books forever.
I know that it's a lot. I mean, I'm not a parent, but I'm going to comment here. It's a lot of people that go above and beyond because they want their children to have what they didn't have.
Oh, yes, Lord.
But there's got to be balance.
Has to.
Because their expectation is so high.
Yeah.
Outside of their parental relationships,
yeah.
They expect everybody to go above and beyond for them all the time. And they have little to no respect for people that actually go out of their way for things for them. Facts. Because it's normalized. Yeah. They come to school in 2nd grade with an Apple Watch. Why?
Yeah, there's no balance.
Why?
Yeah, there's no steps. There's no process anymore. You got to take out the garbage for 52 weeks to get an Apple Watch.
See what I'm saying?
It makes sense then. You know what I'm saying? 52 weeks. You work for a whole year to get one thing. I bet you value it. I bet you don't break that motherfucker. I bet you every time your arm move, you looking for something. Okay, I ain't gonna bump into that motherfucker. You hear me? Because you don't know nothing about insurance. I love this conversation, TKBS Nation. I'm so glad you guys were in the DMs talking about you want relationships next. I really feel that the work is what's missing in a lot of personal and business relationships. I want you to go around illustrious panel of superheroes and tell them what you feel the work is and how they can get through.
I think the work is communication and listening to your partner, as we've spoken about. Yeah. And if you can't come to a medium, if things are getting out of hand and you can't listen to one another, don't be afraid to seek a therapist and have a mediator to figure out how to communicate your needs and your wants within your relationship.
Fact.
Right? I mean, we're not always right. The women not always right. The men are not always right. We just got to be able to communicate effectively and find a happy ground to
happy medium.
Keep on going.
Yeah, for sure. Or not. Yeah.
Or not.
All right. Teule, talk to me.
foundation of the work has to be stick-to-itiveness.
Ooh,
you will learn how to communicate better. You will learn how to listen better. You will learn how to affirm when there is no option. You go downstairs and have your attitude. I see you when you get back. There's no options. Ain't no, well, I got to go seek a divorce. No, ain't no options.
Yeah.
Go on the room and calm down. When you have no options, you're much more willing to listen. You're much more willing to affirm, to communicate better, because where the hell am I going?
Yeah.
I'm not going nowhere.
Right.
And so I ain't gonna keep talking to you crazy if I know I ain't going, because hot grits might be coming behind whatever threat you got going on. So stick-to-itiveness. The work is in the stick-to-itiveness. And this thing that we have in our company, if you love what you do, you never work a day in your life. If you love that person, that work is not really hard.
Right. No, I love
stick to it, but it's not going to be something that you're going to begrudgingly do.
I love it. Dr. Sugar, the work.
So y'all already know what I'm going to say. Be honest with yourself. If you are not honest with yourself, you cannot make any strides to become a better person. Also, don't try to become a better person for someone else.
Yes.
Become a better person for yourself.
Yes.
And in turn, you will be better for all those who interact with you, regardless of what type of relationship it is.
Yes.
Because every person that you come in contact with is there for a reason. And if you are not whole within yourself, there is no way that you can give them what they came for.
Yes.
Because they may not even know why they are interacting with you, but there's something there. So there is a reason for every interaction with every person. So just be whole. Worry about yourself. Drink your water. Mind your business. And learn how to cook. Thank you.
Yeah, learn how to cook. You non-cooking motherfuckers out there. You motherfuckers get on mine.
KB.
I'm just playing. Jessica had 2 dishes when I met her. She has about 22 now.
No, I'm talking about you. Learn how to cook, KB.
No, I'm not. And I won't take this. All right. Ladies and gentlemen, I was talking about myself. I want everybody listening to this podcast to do the work. You know, at the end of the day, if you're lazy and you want results, you will never get them. If you don't put in the effort, but you want results, you will never get them. We tend to go through life thinking it's going to be all right. No, it's not. No, it's not. If you don't change something, you will find yourself on the hamster wheel. You will keep chasing the idea of what you want instead of actually getting what you want. I love y'all, man. This has been an amazing episode. The work, building and maintaining healthy relationships. Episode 43, my favorite number. And on the count of 3, we're going to do what we do. Ladies and gentlemen, are you ready? All right. 1, 2, 3. The dream is real. Yeah, it's the Mexican Coca-Colas. All right. Yeah, I know that's right. I ain't say where you was. I just said Mexican Coca-Cola. All right. The dream is real. This episode of The Kenny Burns Show is brought to you by STEM, who I think has the best mosquito repellent and ant, roach, and fly killer. If you don't want those critters crawling all in your crawl, get STEM and get rid of them all.